Yes, welcome, David Oisamoje here again. I've tried to record this video for the second time and my system keep crashing on me. But because I want to deliver quality to you, I'm doing it again and I hope you watch to the very end in return. Yes, before I go on to the design, I'm wearing a charity shirt as you can see it, and Stretch Out Love Charity. Okay, if you want to support a charity, you can follow them on Instagram. Just search for LHUS. Okay, just search for that and Stretch Out Love Charity. You see the logo. Support them, follow them on Instagram. If you want to donate, it's all fine. So yes, we are back. I downloaded and designed a real estate logo. It's called Star Homes. Episode 1 and 2 already on my channel. This is episode 3. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create a letterhead for this business. I don't want to waste your time. I just want to go in straight to my system on my left and create something you would love. So without wasting much of your time, I'll go onto my system, load Photoshop and get straight to work. Okay, so Photoshop is starting. It's not going to take a lot of our time. I don't want this video to be extremely long at all. It should not be long. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Next to my right, I was just checking out something. So if you see me turning to my left, I'm just trying to make sure I'm on point and giving you guys everything you need to get this done simply and fast. Let's just wait for Photoshop to load up. So we are back. And now Photoshop is loaded up, so we're going to click on create, and since it's a letterhead, we're going to go to print and we're looking for A4. This is it. So let's just click on A4, hit create, and now we have that up on the screen. So now what we are going to be doing is, first I've showed you, or if you've not watched my last video, you can watch that, show you how to put the ruler mark on your design template so that you can make use of that. So this one I've dragged it from the top, just pressing my left mouse button and moving my mouse cursor. So I've been able to drag this. So this is my space where I'll be putting my logo, address and all those cool stuff. So now I have that. I will just go over and find the logo for this business and we'll move on from there. Okay, Star Homes, it's what it's called, what we named it. Okay, so I'm just going to drag Star Home into this place. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, so let me first press enter. So if you hear me saying okay, just get the point. All right, so we have that. I'm working on ways to reduce the plenty okays, but I'm trying to say it so that you get the point. So we have it. You can see the logo. We're just going to duplicate it, pressing down your Alt key button and your left mouse click button and drag that up to the middle. So yes, we have that first one. It's in the middle, ready for us. I hope that's the middle. That's the middle. I don't think so. Let me see. Okay, we can say it is in a way. All right, okay, so we can leave it there or just move it. Like now we'll go back to this very first one. I want to try and move it away so that I'll try and see if I'm getting the middle point for this very first one. That's why I'm using Photoshop. I'm going to show you how to use other design element too, like Canva, to create your design, but for this one I'm using Photoshop. So just what it is. Okay, so we have this down here. So I'm going to try and max this out as much as I can. So I'll put in like 3 different colors. I'll have to reduce the opacity first so that we don't have to write on plain full color. So to do that, I'll move my cursor to this edge and just reduce it to about 25. Okay, 25, that should be good. So yes, we still have it here. So I'm just going to duplicate it by pressing my Alt key button, my left mouse click button. I'll drag that like, and I'll duplicate it again and drag like. Okay, so I'm going to do it 4 more times to form a layer. Okay, all right, so now we have those 2. I'll duplicate it again like. Okay, so you just keep going. You can leave it like this, it's okay. If you want to keep going, you can keep going to the top, or you leave it like this so that we just have this cool looking business card design. But I think I'm okay with this. I don't want to waste much of your time, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. You can actually add to the design. It's totally up to you. All right, it's totally up to you the way you want it to be, but for the sake of this video, I'm leaving it as it is, and I don't want to waste your time. Now let's go in. So I add the, okay, let me do create. So we did the letterhead or the business card. So I just want this front because I want to drag some of the elements I had there into this design. So I'm just going to load that up. So you see from this, I want to drag all this into the letterhead. So I'm just going to do this and drag them in. It's as simple as that. So if you don't know how to do that, that's the way you can do it. All you need to do is just to highlight all this if you're already at the business card, but if you don't have business card, you just have to do all this placement from start to finish. But for me, I already had them, so I didn't need to do that. So I'm going to do Control T to highlight this, and I will reduce them. I don't want them too big. Then I'll do Control Plus to make the A4 paper bigger because I want to focus on the upper part of it right now. So now that we have that, I'm going to press the reset to normal button. Then I'll take each element one after the other and move it just like I'll do same thing for this one too. All right, I'll do same thing for their Instagram handle. Okay, so we can move this. I usually like to put the address close to the end, to the bottom, sorry, not to the end. Let me be specific, to the bottom. Why do I do that? It's because I want it to be visible, and you know, there are times it's extremely long. Okay, there are times it's extremely long. If you check out this Facebook logo, it's kind of small, so I'll just do Control T to increase it a bit. Okay, I'll press enter. Okay, so I have my logo now. All right, perfect. So now we are left with this address. So this address part of it, I'm just going to take it and put it just under here. Okay, usually addresses are longer than this, but this was a test address, so that's why I'm putting it under. You can as well put it to the side if you don't want it interfering with the design. You can as well just move it to the side like so. You can just move it to the side, especially if you add one more fix to do here. Maybe you add one more number or address to put here, you can just add it to the side. Okay, or if you want to add your signature, you can just add that to the side. It's totally fine. Or if you want to have a date where you just put in your date, okay, you can add that here. So if you want it like this, it's all cool. Then you do Control 0 to get out of that full screen. You can see how good looking it is. So I'm going to do Control Plus again to go back in, because since I have just 3 of those elements, it's better to make the logo here bigger so that it fills the space. Okay, like that. So now we have it. So it fills that space. You see that? Simple. You can decide to add extra boxes just down below. Let me just do that quickly so that it's not that complicated for you to understand. So I can click on the rectangle tool or the rounded rectangle tool. I've been using the rounded rectangle tool, so I'll keep up with that one just for brand and color sake. Remember, you want to keep your colors all around the board same as the rest. Okay, you want to keep it as the rest should be. Okay, something like this. So now I'm going to change the two colors. So I'll double tap that. Okay, let me press enter. So now we have the two, but you see they are black, so I'll just move my cursor to this here, double tap. It's going to bring up a dialog box. If it does not bring up, move to this side and double tap again. Okay, so you have that dialog box, layout style box. Go to color. All right, you see it's red, but that's not the brown. The brand is actually the brown. Okay, so we have that for the first one, and for the second one, we go down a bit. It's the kind of rose red, so we are going to change that color overlay again, and we'll change that to the rose red. Okay, so we have that now. So click on OK. So as you can see, this one is quite out of the paper, but I think I like it more that way, so I'm just going to do same thing with this one. Just get it out of the paper a bit. All right, just like that. And I'll do same with this. Just move this like so. Okay, can get it out more. All right. So now that we have those two, do Ctrl 0. I will get out of that mode. And then, okay, it looks like the pink is a bit higher. So let's correct that. Okay, so let's just move that up. Okay, it looks like it's still out of place. So, okay, so it should be fine now. So we can get the ruler out. And now we have the letterhead just like, as you can see, it looks strange to me. So what if we bring that in and also bring this in? So that's just designed for you. You test different things to see what works. Okay, so it's better this way. I think I like it this way. So now we have your address and the rest. Then we have the clean space to type in with a little watermark of your logo down below. I'm going to be showing you how to also put this in, what do you call it, in 3D, just in case you want to advertise your brand outside or on social media. We're talking Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. So this is it. So you can see it was quite easy to design. You don't need any website at all. You don't need Fiverr, you don't need Upwork, you don't need Freelancer, you don't need any site at all to pay to create your letterhead. You can as well do it for yourself. It's not complicated at all. So let's save it now and then we'll come back. So now that we have the design, you just click on File, Save As. Remember, you want to save for print, either PDF or whatever it is, but for this one I'll just do letterhead. Okay, so do for star owns. I'm going to save it first as PSD. I'll save that. See, it's done saving. Then we'll go back in and save it as PNG for this purpose. You can also save it as, where is it? This is PDF. You can save it as PDF. You can also save it as PNG. I'll save it as PNG just for the sake of this video. But for print, make sure you ask your printer. If you're printing it yourself, make sure you know what your printer wants from you. All right. So I'm going to hit save in the best possible file. I think we are done. So we can go to the create and check it out for ourselves. This should be it. So we double tap and check it out for ourselves. Okay, we'll wait for it to load up. It's loading. Bam! So this is how it is. This is how good looking it is. You're going to be seeing it put on a 3D mockup, but this is just it flat. And you can go over and play with this. You can add boxes, whatever. This is just, it's a very simple design that didn't take us much time at all. We are talking about 16 minutes. It didn't take us a lot, and you're not going to be seeing 16 minutes at the end of this video because obviously there were some parts I was not talking which will be cut out. So even if I was not explaining this to you, you would have been seeing it for a shorter time. You would have been able to create this for a very short time. Remember, stop using all these websites. Okay, save the money and use it for other parts of your business. That's what upcoming growing small business should be doing. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to save money as much as possible. And in this grand scheme of things, even if you're a big organization, you're talking big CEOs, you still want to save money for future reference, right? Why not learn to do this for yourself? Show your staff these videos of mine, let them come to my channel, learn to do this for themselves, and just put the money in other aspect of the organization. And trust me, in no time you're going to be in cool profits. Watch my other videos. Watch series 1, watch episode 1 and episode 2 if you've not done that already. I'm going to be making shorts to just talk about business in general. If you want that, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Stay blessed.